Welcome Ben Hatch from Harcourts Mandurah.
Welcome, Paul.
Congratulations, mate, to you and the rest of Harcourts Mandurah becoming number 1 office in Harcourts WA,
Thank
and
you.
on your recent personal achievement as a number 4 salesperson in the state. Last year you made the decision to take a more active role in sales and leave more of the office administration duties to another director. What brought about this decision and what impact has this had on the business?
Well, good question. It was, I think I've been running real estate companies for about 8 years, and I've always been actively involved in sales, but obviously setting up the business and doing all management duties and administration duties and so forth. I think we got to a point in our business where it had grown to a point where I had a decision to make whether I was going to wholly and solely manage or whether I would go into sales and would employ a manager. And I've always had a desire to have a 12-month run at least of selling and have no outside influences of the business and go hammer and tongs and sell. Because I've always enjoyed it, been good at it, and so I really wanted that no distraction run of selling, and I've had that now for 12 months, which has been fantastic. So the second part of the question, that was in relation to how's it affected the business. Look, in short, the short time, it was probably people letting go from me running having the day-to-day running of the business, and obviously and redirecting them to the new manager, which is Mr. Wayne Davey, and probably me letting go more than anything, walking through the office and not my job as a manager is obviously to pick and improve and so forth, and leave that and delegate that to somebody else.
So that's probably the hardest thing, to find someone against you can trust.
Definitely, yeah, and we've definitely found that person to step up and take that role, which has been great.
Well, it's been effective for you definitely over the last 12 months.
Absolutely.
So as I say, your personal results in the last 12 months have increased dramatically from the year before. So apart from stepping away from the administration duties, what are the 3 main things you had to go back and implement to drive that business?
Okay, so again, I would go back to letting go. So it's actually letting go of the duties, handing it to another person, and making everybody else aware that I was no longer that person to be first point of contact. That was probably the hardest thing to do. So secondly was just restructuring my model. It was because I did have a personal assistant, or I do have a personal assistant who works directly for me. It was restructuring as in my time that I spent with her, as in the day-to-day duties, because I wanted to increase my performance. And then look, only 6 months ago I put on a buyer's agent, so I've now got an effective EBU, effective business unit, in place, and a lot of training's gone into a lady by the name of Kelly Chadwick, who assists me with home opens, buyers and so forth, which is there's been 2 reasons for that. It's to obviously give me a little bit more family time, and secondly to increase my turnover and volume. Thirdly was family time, to really commit to days off. So I have a Wednesday off every week, and look, I do take every second weekend off. I try and take every second weekend off of home opens. I leave that to Kelly, and then I'll work every second weekend. So that's been my structure.
Fantastic, it's working well for you, mate.
Thank you.
So obtaining the number 1 office status in the state, an outstanding achievement.
Cheers.
Having a unified team with a great office culture is essential to any success. So how do you go about creating and maintaining a winning environment?
Okay, so in short, we've always led by example. So, classic example has always been, obviously, we've always been selling owners, selling directors. We lead from the front. We do have a philosophy that 95% of the work is conducted from the business. We don't like people working from home, and that keeps the culture in-house. So anyone who lists a property, sells a property, you see it go on the board straight away. People are high-fiving in the office and so forth. But we definitely do put we do implement into our staff that we're here to do business, but we're here to have a good time as well. And everyone knows in our business that obviously when it's showtime and when it's time to have fun. But we have lots of fun, so we definitely do, and that's I think that's a big driving factor in our business.
Fantastic. So obviously embracing the Harcourts values in many ways,
Definitely.
So how can Harcourts as a brand assist you in driving the business to even greater results?
Okay, so I think with what Mike was implementing with the global Domination, that's the word I was looking for. Okay, so that's going to have probably the biggest influence on our business and in Australia itself. So Australia's quite a diverse country, isn't it? It's we have a lot of people who migrate into Australia and who obviously leave Australia and for work relocation purposes and so forth and go to other countries. And I think obviously you can already see that there's people who are moving to Perth, Mandurah, so forth, who are aware of Harcourts and the branding, and I think that's a big factor in the increase of volume in our business and the Harcourts group. So yeah,
fantastic. So what's in store for Mandurah Harcourts the next 12 months?
Okay, so look, we're definitely in the next phases of growth. We've got currently the office that we lease. We're bursting at the seams. So we've got a 6-month plan to relocate. Yeah, a much larger office, and then and take on some more sales staff and increase the turnover. So that's the aim. We'll start a mega office and then look at branching out from there.
Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing how it turns out in the next 12 months.
Good on you, Paul.
Thank you, Ben
Appreciate
Hatch.
your time. Okay.